So I wanted to talk to you guys today. It's a regular relaxed thing about how you know you've been in Japan for too long. People might have different experiences and different views. As I said before, this is my experience. You know, one of the things I recognized recently is that a lot of the mannerisms and words and colloquial expressions that are in Japanese have become almost second nature to me. And by second nature, I mean, instead of saying like "rotted" or "my God," I'm saying like "yabai," "abuna." You know, I'm saying like those words in Japanese naturally. And even when I'm on the phone with my friends back home, sometimes I use Japanese intonation. Like everyone talks about that, but it becomes second nature to you, and you don't even realize you're speaking Japanese sometimes to somebody who's not a native speaker or somebody who's not even in Japan. Yeah, I'm in the Aeon style here, new one in Toyota. It's pretty dope-ish for what it is. I don't have my sizes here, but anyway, back to the thing. Also, in Japan, another way you know you've been in Japan for too long is that a lot of the things that used to happen to you as a foreigner, it don't phase anymore. Like people staring or people not sitting on beside you. You don't even give a crap. You're like, yes, I have space on the bus, or yes, I have space on the train. You're able to predict people's movements, especially for instance, when I was in a foreigner before. So, for instance, you can tell when you're walking on a street that this person is going to go over to the left or to the right because they're trying to avoid you. You know what I mean? Or avoid interacting with you. So that also happens. Hello. Right. And yeah. The staring and the pushing, it just becomes like whatever, another part of being a foreigner here in Japan. My hands hurt to me. Yeah, we change hands. What else? Like you're legit, like seriously, not to sound racist or anything, which means I'm gonna sound racist, but you're legit able to tell different Asians apart. Like you're able to tell Japanese people different from Chinese people, different from Korean people, different from people from Thailand, people from Philippines, people from Guam, people from anywhere. You're able to tell, you know, based on their looks and on their mannerisms as well. And it's really interesting. When I first came here, I couldn't tell the difference between a Japanese and a Korean or a Chinese, but now I'm able to tell. They're different features. You're even able to tell the difference between like different you're able to tell the difference between different types of Japanese people, like from which area they're from, you know, from Kansai or from Tokyo or from Aichi or from any of those areas, you understand me? And so it's really interesting. The length of time that you're here, you're better able to identify certain things and trends. I'll show you this place too while I'm here. What else? My hands hurting me, god damn it. What else? I had so many other things to say. Wait 1 second. Alright, and if you're in a city, another one is if you're in a city for too long, and you, let's say for an average of 3 years, you start forgetting people's names, only know faces. They remember your name, but you can't remember their name because there's so many of them. And yes, the names are very similar. You have like a Masaki, a Masao, a Masako, and you're like, wait, what? You know what I mean? So you have to be careful with that because you don't want. It's kind of hard, especially when you're probably the only black person they'll see in their life. You know, you gotta be pretty careful about that. Everybody wants to be feel special and loved. Also, how you dress. I mean, your fashion changes. I'm from Jamaica, a very tropical country, and you never catch me in this. And a full sweatsuit in Jamaica, never. And Crocs. I never wear Crocs in Jamaica. I'm in Japan. It's functional. Crocs are functional here. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I mean, fashion changes as well. So I would never wear sweats on the road. Now I wear sweats like it's whatever. Oh, is this a Clarks? Oh, this is a Coleman. Okay. So this is American Clarks. What's it called? American, because Clarks is a British brand. Alright. What else changes? Oh, the constitution of your bowel movements changes. I said that in another video with Gizmo. How Japan has changed you. You know, in Japan for too long, when you're literal shit changes. It is soft. Yeah, thick and soft. Like, yeah, you don't want to talk about it like a streak. Let's not get into that. I go through toilet paper like thick. You know, another way you know that you're in Japan for too long. Oh, I'm shutting off. Another way you know that you're in Japan for too long is when you go to particular establishments and people already know what you're going to order, or know, like, they must give you the large size without even asking you. You order the regular and you get the large. You know what I mean? Because, you know, they know you're foreigner, you like to eat. You like good size, filling your stomach type food, you know what I mean? Or even drinks. I order regular size drinks and I get a big size drink because I've been here for so long and the bartender kind of rate me. So that kind of some of the things that you can tell when you're in Japan for a long time. You also pick up the language. You're able to understand a lot more than when you're first here, which is natural. What else? I spoke about the mannerisms. Oh, how can I forget it? You know, in Japan for too long, when a little booty excites you, like not even a big booty, a little something around the back excites you, like, whoa, what's going on there? Like, whoa, this girl is a big ass. But back home, like that girl would be just a norm, like a really like small. You know what I mean? You also, a lot of things change, like it tastes and stuff. It tastes but change. Like the food you could eat at one time, you can't eat like rice. I like my rice softer now. I don't like it as hard and shelly as I used to when I was in Jamaica. I prefer it a little bit softer. You know, I guess for the chopsticks and stuff, but it kind of tastes better. In Jamaica, my mother would never eat that. She said, like, what kind of porridge something that's yam yam? You know what I mean? But hey, your taste change. You know, you're in a country for too long when you taste how your flavors and your senses heighten to certain things more than you used to, or it dull down to certain things. You know? Yeah. You know, in Japan, very long when you start, like, you don't even need a car when you go back to your home country. You try to work with the bus, and then sometimes, yeah. If there's anything that you can add, I mean, leave your comments down below. How do you know you've been living in a country for too long? Leave it down in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you like these type of videos, if you want to see more of me walking around and talking and relaxing, leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you. Peace out. Because I got in Jamaica and YouTube.